Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be getting into another declutter of my collection. For this video we are going to be getting into my bronzers and highlighters. Now actually in order of my drawers, which is the way I've been doing it. Blush comes first, but I had a lot of highlighters and stuff like that in my blush drawer because I couldn't fit them in my highlighter drawer. And bronzers and things like that as well in that drawer. So if I was to do my blush drawer, I would have still had to put those back into that drawer anyway. So like we'll do bronzers and highlighters together and contours and see kind of where we go from there. So in this video we will be dealing with cream and liquid bronzers and contours, powder bronzers and contours. We will also be dealing with liquid and cream and loose highlighters and normal pressed powder highlighters from all different brands. Indie brands, unknown brands, things I've gotten here and there. And the declutter is big. I've already filmed it, and yeah, I did a decent load of the declutter for this one. Just before we get into the actual declutter, because this could be a long one and I don't want to ramble on too much in the beginning of this look is filmed. It will be live on my channel soon. Or it's already live. I think this one might already be live now that I think about it, because my declutters I'm kind of just filming when I have time to film them, but I think this one is already live. So go hit subscribe down below to see that, and my Instagram will be down there as well as my TikTok for some extra content and all the up close pictures of all of my looks. So let's not make this video any longer than it needs to be. Let us get into the actual declutter. Okay, let's get into bronzers first. I'm going to start with my creams and liquid bronzers, then get into powder bronzers and contours, and then we'll get on to all the highlighters. There's so many highlighters, it's not even funny. So, liquid and creams has been my jam recently. I've been loving a liquid and cream bronzer, and I don't see myself getting rid of any of these, to be honest with you, so I'm just going to quickly go through them. So my most recent favourite is this, and I've got a backup already as well. This is the Made by Mitchell Blush Bronzer in Hello There. And I've also got my backup here as well, just to have it there always. I'm like scraping through this because I'm trying to get all of it out, and I took my stopper out and everything so I can get every little bit of it out, so I love that. Then I've got my gorgeous and very dirty and very well used Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer in the shade Fair. She's well used, she's well loved, she's a bit dirty, but there she is. We're keeping her. I've got some liquids here. I've got my most recent, well, my second most recent ELF Halo Glow Beauty Wand in contour, and this in the shade Light. It's one of those, it's like a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury one, where it's got the little sponge applicator on it, and I really like it. It's a bit sheer, but I do like it. I think just do 2 layers of it and you're fine. I've got 2 sticks here. I've got this one in a glossy box years ago. It's probably my favorite thing I ever got in a glossy box. This is my Larizzi bronzer contour stick in the shade Aloha, and it's very well used and well loved, and I will always love it. And then similar to that, I've got the Cash Beauty bronze stick in Shady Beach. This one is lovely. It doesn't look it there, but it is a bit warmer on the skin than the Larizzi bronzer stick, but I do still like it, especially during the summer. I really like it. My most recent one, the one I've been waiting to get for so long, is the Juvia's Place cream bronzer in Buttercream. Is the shade that I have. I love the packaging on this. Gorgeous. I've only used it I think twice, and I think it's beautiful. I think it's so nice. Really nice colour. Feels lovely. Lovely tone for pale skin in that shade. I've got this guy, which is very old. This is more of a contour. This is the what is it, the MAC cream color base in the shade Sepia. This came out with the Charlotte Olympia collection that they did years ago. It's also got a spider web on it, which I really like, and again, very well used, very well loved. Quite old, but I do love it, and I still use it the odd time, so I will not be getting rid of that. I have got 2 Fenty cream bronzers. This one is Butter Biscuit, which is my favorite out of the 2, as you can see. Very well used, and there's also brush hairs in it. Lovely. But that's that one. And then the other one I have is Amber, which is a bit more cool tone, a bit more contoury. I got this one first and I loved it, and then I was like, it's actually a bit more of a contour, so I want to see if the other one is more of a bronzer, so I got Butter Biscuit, and I actually love Butter Biscuit more because I'm more into a bronzer nowadays. And then last one for creams, I have got my Huda Beauty Tantour Contour and Bronzing Cream in the shade Fair. Again, another one that is very well used and well loved. Another quite warm one, kind of like the Shady Beach from Cash Beauty. Quite warm, but I can still make it work. So very uninterestingly, we had 11 and kept 11. Okay, on to some powders. I'm pretty sure these are all powders and I'm not missing anything. I don't think so. We've got some miscellaneous ones, we've got some backups, we've got some very old ones. I do have these 2 in here, which I will be keeping. I've got my little Freck, which I think is still a little bit too orange for me, but I'm still going to keep because I do like it the odd time. Tone wise, I prefer the Colourpop Freckle Pen. I think that's a better colour. This is in soft brown. Better tone, looks more like my own freckles. The other one is too strong for my skin. It's yeah, but I am going to keep both because I do like them still. I keep those in there because they're kind of like complexion products as well. So let me just get everything out of here and we will go through it all. I'm going to keep my little bucket over here for the ones that I do want to keep. So where do I start? I'm going to start here with this Essence Compact Powder Matte Bronzer in the shade Love to Be Matte. Would you say it's time to get rid? It's also too orange for me now. I don't really like that kind of colour anymore. So I think it's time for you to go into the bin. You are very old. I'm going to get rid of this one. This is a Makeup Revolution. I have used it a few times. It is nice, but I just don't grab it anymore. It's just a pressed contour. There's no shade. I got it in an advent calendar. Your time to go. I've got these, my NYX powder blush in the shade Taupe, the old version. And I have currently one of these in my boyfriend's house. And I have one that's open. And I've got a brand new one. So I'm going to keep them because... Or will I get rid of the new one? I think I'm going to keep the new one. I'm going to get rid of the old one. And one of my friends can have that one. They don't mind used makeup. So we'll get rid of one at least. Because I don't need both. And I've got many things. Similar to those kind of tones, we have got one of my favourite things ever in life. My MAC blushes, which aren't blushes. They are just contours. Baby Don't Go, this one here that I've hit pan on, is one of my favourite contours for pale skin ever. I don't know why MAC ever got rid of it. It was one of the most beautiful shades. Harmony is too pink and dark for a proper contour on pale skin. This one is more like a proper contour, but it's a bit grey. This one is called Next to Skin. I do love it, but I prefer the tone of this one on my skin. So I'm keeping both. I'll never get rid of that. I use it like once a year. This one here I have is Natasha Denona. I got this in my most recent advent calendars. It's a little duo of a highlighter and a bronzer, and it's beautiful. I love the packaging. The bronzer I think I can definitely wear at any time really. It is on the warmer side, but I think I can get away with it. The highlighter I would probably have to wait until I have a bit more colour, or I can use it on the eyes, whichever. But I am going to keep it. I'm going to take it out of the box though as well and pop that in there. I have this bad boy. This is very old. This is my Benefit Dallas bronzer. She's very well loved. I do have a brand new one, but it's currently in my makeup bag for work because I, with my new job, do my makeup on the bus. So I do actually have a makeup bag, which I never really had before. And I keep my kind of more used one here because I don't need necessarily to carry an almost empty one around with me. These two. Okay, so I've got this, which I think is supposed to be a dupe of the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, which is this one. But they don't look anything like each other. I got this one in a glossy box. This is Blissful Bronze is the shade. It's from the brand Kinder Beauty, I think. Yeah, that's not my colour, so you can go, and I don't like the packaging on it either. This one I was considering getting rid of, and then I used it yesterday when I was filming, and I really love how it turned out. So I think I'm going to keep Physicians Formula. I really thought I was going to get rid of that. I don't know why, but I actually really like it. Okay, this one, this is the Safari bronzer from Model Launch, or the Model Launch I think it's called. It looks really weird, but it's actually a really nice bronzer. I've hit pan on it. I used this so much during lockdown when I wasn't really doing much makeup going to work or anything like that. When we still had to wear masks and things like that. I use this all the time because it's just nice and quick and easy. And I think I'm going to keep it. I do. I think I will keep it. Next is this. I don't think I'm going to keep this. This is a MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Soul Glow. It's basically a highlighter, but it's got a bronzy tone to it, so I keep it in here. I did use it for, I think it was my mustard colour series look that I done. It's just too dark for me, and I don't think I'm ever going to be dark enough to ever use it, to be honest. It's kind of nice as like a bronzer topper if you like a shiny bronzer, but I think someone with false tan, that wears false tan or is more tanned, would prefer this. So I think I'm going to get rid of that. It's just not something I'm going to use. If I want a more goldy bronzy highlighter, I have things for that. Next is my big favorite, probably my favorite powder bronzer in my whole collection. This is my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the Sun. She's lovely. She's a bit of hard pan, but I will get rid of that. She is so nice. Perfect tone as a bronzer, especially in a powder bronzer, because powders come out stronger on the skin because they stick, as opposed to creams you can kind of buff in and melt into the skin. This is like the perfect pale skin bronzer, and I love it so much, and I will never get rid of it. I have this one here, which is my Nabla Skin Bronzing Powder in Ambra. A bit more of a golden kind of tone when it's on the skin as well, kind of like the Physicians Formula. It's almost like a satin finish. It's not quite shimmery, but it's also not really matte. Kind of a satin finish. I really like that. I love it. It's kind of like almost like a spongy texture. It's lovely. And then lastly, I've got my Juvia's Place Bronzed Duo in Light, which is this one here, and I love it. This one is like Hoola, and this one's like Hoola Light. I do really want to get Hoola Light. Actually, no, I have Hoola Light. What am I talking about? I have it in my Benefit blush palette. But that's the only way I can describe this. This is like Hoola and Hoola Light. And yeah, I'm going to keep both. I mostly use this one, which you can kind of see by the edges. And this one I dip into when I need to be a little bit darker, or during the summer when I am a little bit darker. When I'm a bit warmer, I can get away with that darker shade. And it's nice to have an option of a slightly darker shade for the summer. I always recommend having a light and a dark and a few different things for your collection. So when your skin changes, if you are in the sun or go on holidays or whatever it is, you can adjust your makeup to it as well. Okay, so in that little batch, we had 15. We got rid of 5, so now we're down to 10. Very nice. I knew my bronzers and stuff like that wouldn't be too major, but my highlighters probably will be. Okay, let's begin the highlighter section. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do liquids and creams and then these kind of random ones, and then I will do my loose highlighters and then my pressed highlighters all together. Yeah, we need an overhaul here, so let me move you out of the way. Let's get going. So a few of these I think I'm going to go. I don't gravitate towards liquid highlighters really much anymore. I more so will go for cream or powder or loose powder, but some of these I definitely think I want to keep. So I definitely want to keep this one, and I don't know why. This is a Makeup Revolution. It's just a liquid highlighter. There's no shade on it. I got it in an advent calendar, but it's so pretty and nice and kind of like a rosy champagne. It's lovely, and I think again in the summer I'll be able to get away with that one. This one I'm going to get rid of. This is a stick. It's also by Makeup Revolution. There is no shade on it, I don't think. No, it's got more of that kind of golden highlight, but it doesn't come out that strong, and also when I rub this on my skin I lift my makeup underneath this, so that has to go. Okay, these guys I am going to keep, but I'm not going to keep them in this drawer. I just popped them in here because it kind of had a similar vibe. So these are the iridescent body gels. One is more of a gold, this one's called boho, and this one is called wild, is more of a pink. It's body gel. It's kind of like a iridescent body glitter. You can see that there, like a shimmer. Again, for summer is nice. If you're going to a festival, it's nice, but I'm not going to keep it in here. I'm going to probably pop it into my bathroom. So because I do have like body oils in there, and I'll pop it with them. So that way, if I do feel like using it, I know where they are. Next up, we've got NYX. I've got these two. I got these in an advent calendar as well. We have got the shade Sunbeam, which is a lighter one. This is the Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I like this one because it has a slightly more pinky sort of tone to it. A really nice sheen. It does set fast, so you need to work fast with this. So don't like dab on each side and then blend it in, but it is a really nice beam on the skin, or you can wear it kind of like mixed with foundation as well. So I'll keep this one. This one is too dark for me. This one is called Gleam. Too dark. It's not going to work for me. So we'll get rid of that, and I think my mom might like that one. I have this one. This is Moonbeam from Benefit. I don't even think they still do this anymore. It's kind of got that like opalescent kind of look to it. It looks like nail polish, but it's not. It's a liquid highlighter. It's lovely, but I think it's just old now, and I don't know if I need to keep it. Like, it's nice, but it doesn't really do much. You wouldn't really notice that when I have all my makeup on. See, I have a big attachment to this because this is one of the things my mom brought me home the first time she went to New York with her sisters, and it was like one of my first big like makeup products. The same with the Dallas bronzer. That was the same thing. I'll keep it. I'll keep it, but not use it because I don't think I am going to use it, but I keep it for the memory. Then I've got this one from Catrice. This is the Dewy Wet Look Stick in the shade. Is there a shade? I don't think so. Oh, there is. Splash and Glow. This is like a really like soft kind of just like a wet look on the skin, and I am going to keep that because I do love that, especially in the summer when I'm just wearing like a little tint or something like that. I would use something like that. This one here from MAC, this is a sample of the Shell Cream Color Base. I love Shell, but this is a sample I've had for years, and it's just time for this to go into the bin. It just needs to go. It's gotta go. Now, speaking of cream color bases from MAC, my favorite one is Luna. This one here is like the white pearly one. Now, there is one called Pearl that has a slightly more champagne gold sheen to it. This is like the one that's like white. And I love this so much. I love how it looks on the skin. It gives you such a nice little gleam across the cheeks, so we'll be keeping that. Next then I have these guys. These are from Wet n Wild. These are the Mega Glow liquid highlighters, the Hello Halos, and this is in Halo Goodbye, which I've used more. I got this in a little set on Beauty Bay. It was with like a little blender, like a makeup sponge, and let me just see how I like it. I think these set quite quick as well. Oh, see, that's really nice. I think I'll keep that, but this one with the violet sheen to it, I don't know if I like this as much. I don't know if it really does what I need it to do. See, it's not as like shimmery, it's more just like white. See, it's pretty, but I think I just don't use it. I never use it. I have a powder highlighter like that, and I hardly use that one as well, so I think I'll get rid of that one. So while we're on our liquid highlighter sort of buzz here, let me just shake these up. These always need a little shake before I show them. These are the Kiko Milano Metal Fusion highlighting drops. You can mix them with foundation, you can wear them on their own. I like to wear them on their own. These are lovely. There's so much in these products. I'm gonna have these forever. I've got Platinum Rose is the pink, and then I've got Sweet Dreams is the more champagne one. Beautiful. You can kind of see the colors there a little bit better. Such a nice product. Really, really nice. I do kind of have to do 2 layers with them, but I really like them. And then this one I'm always going to keep. This is my Makeup Revolution. What are you called? I think it's called Creature of the Night. It's a little skull. I got it because it was a skull. But it is a lovely champagne sort of highlight on me as well. I know some of these look darker, but on the skin they actually don't. The sheen off them really brightens them up. And yeah, I love it. It's a little skull and I'll never get rid of it because it's a little skull. Then I have this guy. This is the Rimmel Jelly Highlighter in Shifty Shimmer. Look at that. I'm keeping this because this is just stunning. You still going? Yes, you are. It's like so translucently wet and just shiny and gorgeous. And it just literally looks like a little rainbow on your cheeks. So I'll be keeping that. This one here, what are you from? This is from Nude by Nature. It's a highlight stick in champagne. And it's very bronze. So let me just pop a little bit here and see how this looks. Oh yeah, see it's very gold. Kind of similar to that liquid one from NYX. See how that sets? Like it's completely set on the skin. No, I don't think I'm ever going to be that warm in the summer. So I think I'll get rid of that. This one I am going to keep though. This is by Rowan Glow. And this is glazed. And this is kind of like the Luna, but in a stick. So really nice, like white pearly sort of finish to it. And we will keep that. Okay, so this is what we're keeping. We were at 16. And now we are down to 11, which is not that many. But in the overall scheme of things, it will all work out. So don't worry. So this is what we're keeping. I'll get rid of these. Okay, this little one I want to get rid of. Not rid of, but I want to do now before I get into all my bigger kind of highlighters and stuff like that. Because these are kind of smaller ones. Cheapy ones as well. A loose one in here for some reason. I just want to do this one separately. I don't know why. But we're going to keep that over there so I can pop them in whatever I keep. I don't know if I'm going to keep a lot of these, but I will keep some. So let me see. I definitely want to get rid of this one from Academy of Colour. I have multiple colours like that. Let me see. This elf one. I think I'll get rid of that one. I'm going to keep this one from the Karl Lagerfeld and Model Co. Collab that they done with Glossy Box. That's a gorgeous kind of champagne-y one for me. I'm definitely going to keep my ColourPop Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek. This one here is lovely. I think I'm going to get rid of all 3 of the Makeup Revolution ones. I've used this one a good bit. I remember bringing that on holidays with me. This one's lovely as well. I don't really use this one, but I have whites. You'll see how many highlights I have soon. There's a good bit, so I think I'm just going to get rid of them. This one, this ball, is weird, but it's so nice. This is the Kiko Milano Cream Radiant Highlighter. It's kind of cream, it's kind of not. In the shade 02. It's very excessive packaging for that. But it's like this. It's kind of like the Super Shocks. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty and gorgeous. So I think I'm definitely going to keep that one. And then this one I am going to keep. It's very odd. Look at it. It's yellow. This is from Apocalyptic Beauty. It's the limited edition highlighter in Gorgeous Ghoul. Have to swatch. It does go a bit everywhere, but sure, look. I just think this is so fun. Like, it's very yellow, very chartreuse, but it's fun. And I think I will eventually find a reason to use it. Look at how, oh, look at that. I need to wipe my desk again. This is the 4th time today. So with that little miscellaneous section, we went from 9 down to 4. So again, we will be getting through it. I'm very happy with how this is going. Okay, I don't have that many loose highlighters. I thought I had more for some reason, but I don't think I do. I'll probably find something. Watch, I'll find something somewhere. But this is what we have to work with here. I can see myself getting rid of 1 or 2, but not that many. There isn't that many anyway. So first one I'm definitely keeping, and I've been keeping it for years, and I still have it. And I very rarely use it because you can't get it. This is from the Essence Glam Rock collection. And this is the Diamond Powder. I don't think there's a shade on it, but this is the most sparkly, beautiful highlighter. It's so beautiful. So dusty, and I love it so much, so I will definitely be keeping that. I'll also be keeping my Inglot Sparkling Dust in the shade 07, or is it number 12? I get confused which one is which. The powder is 07 or number 12 as well. I can't really remember. It's one of them. It's this one. It's really pale. So I'll definitely be keeping that because I do use that all the time. This one I'm going to get rid of. This is the Impulse Body Shimmer Powder. There's no shade name on it. Again, it came in like one of those like impulse sets, you know, the body sprays. and at like Christmas. And it's just quite sheer, not sheer, but like very soft. I don't think I'm going to use it. I've got this, which is kind of similar to that Impulse one, but a little bit shinier. This is Silver Dusk from MAC. It's lovely. Do I need it? I need to use it more. Oh, it is lovely though. Look at that. That's lovely. No, I'm going to keep that. I'll keep that one. And then this I have from Essence. It's kind of broken. This is the Cherry Blossom Girl Shimmer Body Powder. I want to compare that to the MAC one because they are very similar looking. And see, that one's shinier. I think I'll get rid of this one only because it kind of annoys me. It's very big and bulky for a little bit of powder, and I'd rather keep the MAC one that I know you can get. You can't get that one anymore. So that's our 3 that we're keeping. So we had 5, we're down to 3. Okay, are we overwhelmed? Because I'm overwhelmed. This is ridiculous. I don't even know where to start. I kind of tried to keep everything in brand order, but I've kind of lost myself already. So let me try and find the ones I only have one of from each brand. So we're going to start in the corner right closest to me. This is the MUA Luxe Set and Reflect Finishing Kit. This is in white gold. So up here you've got a gorgeous white gold highlight. Beautiful. And then under here you've got a translucent setting powder. I never use this. I really should. But I always use this. I love it when I want a more golden highlight. So that one is going to stay. This one here I'm going to talk about. I know it's kind of come back a little bit, but whatever. This one is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the Skin Frost in Ice Cold. It's a really pale one. My friend got me this for Christmas, I think, or my birthday. Can't really remember. I do love it. I think it's beautiful. It's very, very metallic. Like more so metallic than shine. Really metallic. Kind of foiled looking on the skin. I do like it. I use it the odd time. I will keep it. I just don't use it on camera that much because I know people get a bit iffy about talking about him. Then I've got this, which I will definitely be keeping, and I'm really sad I didn't get more. And I'm also really sad that I ordered the wrong one, which was my fault. So this is the Odin's Eye Solmon Moonlight Feel Highlighter in Moon Talk. This is the one with the kind of green shift to it. I wanted the Lavender Dream, I think it was called, something like that. And I accidentally didn't click the right one and then ordered it, which was this. And it's lovely and it's beautiful, but I want the other one. I want the blushes, and I don't think they're going to bring them back, but I am going to keep this. I love it and I love the packaging. I've got this one here. She's a bit gross. This is a Catrice just highlighter. It's called Light Infusion. Yes, Light Infusion. I have other highlights like this, you will see, multiple times over, so I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need it, and it's broke, and I just can't stand using it anymore. Okay, we're going to go into this one, which is Kiko Milano. This is the Ocean Feel Highlighter in Virtuous Gold and Rose. I use this all the time. I love this colour. It's like one of those marble, mineralized kind of ones. Really nice. It's very soft, rosy sheen to it, but still has that champagne undertone to it. I love it. We're going to keep it. I am going to keep a good few highlighters, so just prepare yourself. Next up, I've got this guy. This is the Be Perfect Get Wet Highlighter in Skin Sheen. This has got a really nice kind of teal sort of shift to it. I think that's beautiful. I am going to keep that. It's more recent in my collection over the last like a year or so, and I really, really enjoy that one. I've got this guy, which I think I am going to keep. You've got a cream highlight in here. This is from Sleek. It's a Solstice highlight palette. A kind of more kind of white gold sort of one. It's more like a champagne than anything else. More of a beige and more of a purple, and I love them. I think they're beautiful. That doesn't come out as dark as this on the skin. It comes out a lot brighter, kind of more like that on the skin. Really nice. So I'm going to keep that. I know it's a palette, but it's in that drawer, so it's getting counted. I've got this one here, which is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Multi Glow in Pillow Talk, I think is the shade. I think there's a darker one. And it's got your 4 colours here. I really enjoy this one. I do. I think it's a lovely highlight. I prefer the bronzer, but I do really like this, and I was really happy getting this, buying it for myself. I want to do these because I don't know if I'm going to keep any of these. These are also from that NYX advent calendar that I got. I don't even know what collection this is. This is Candy Cloud, is this shade. It kind of has like a champagne, but like in the light it turns like this like pinky sort of shade here. No, I'm just not going to use it. Like, I don't need it. I'm not going to use it. This one is Pop and Rock, and it's got that kind of bluey tone, but they're just not strong enough to really show up for the way I want them to. And then this last one is Cinnamon Spice. Now, I'm considering keeping this because I know that this is kind of like Laser Glazer, I think it's called, from Kaleidos, which you can't really get anymore. So, but it's brown. It's too dark for me, isn't it? No, I'm going to get rid of it. It's too dark. Stop it. Next up, we've got some Makeup Geek here. This is Moon Phase. This is a duochrome highlighter. It's got a gorgeous kind of blue pink shift to it. I've thought about getting rid of it, but I kind of want to keep it, so I'm gonna keep it. And then my other one is one I do use a lot as well. This is Glitz, and this is more just like a pink toned highlight. Again, a nice shine to it, really lovely. They're a bit more of a thicker texture and kind of more dense texture, but they go on really smooth and I really like them. I wish my cookie could come back. Now on to Fenty. I've got my Fenty Kilowatt, what is it called? Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter Duo. This one is Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal. Very well loved, as you can see, especially this side. This was one of the first products I got from Fenty. My mum actually got it for me for Christmas, so I went in with her and we picked out not a whole face, but a good, like a highlighter, foundation, blush stick, all that kind of stuff together, and the primer, and she bought it all for me when I was younger. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. And then this we're not getting rid of, that's for sure. She's a bit not pretty, but she's beautiful when she's on. This is the Diamond Bomb How Many Carats from Fenty. It's the most beautiful clear sparkle wet look skin that you will ever have. It's so beautiful and I love it. Now these guys I'm definitely not going to get rid of. These are my Unearthly Cosmetics low light highlighters. I have got the shade Spellbinding, Spectre, Mirage, and Twilight. So Twilight is actually kind of similar to the Fenty one, but it's a different brand, so I'm going to keep it. And I also got these sent to me in PR. There's Twilight there in case you can't see. This one's kind of got a really strong green shift. This one's got like a peachy orange, and this one's got like a violet shift, and then this one's more like a clear. These are stunning. I've used these so much since I got them, and yeah, have to keep them. I'm like, they're so beautiful. Next up we have got KVD. We've got a couple of these, and I think I'm going to keep all these as well. I don't think I'm going to go very hard in this powder highlighter section. I was hoping for a little bit more, but here we are. I've got Gold School, the Metal Crush Extreme Highlighters, which is a strong gold. I actually just used that yesterday when I was filming. We've got this one that also looks gold, but when it's on the skin, it's actually pink. It's a really strong pink sheen to it. That one is Gravitron. And then this one is Rose Shock, which is a beautiful kind of pinky purple. And it does come out pinky purple on the cheeks as well, which I like a coloured highlighter. I really do. Okay, Bobbi Brown, let's go through you. I've got two here. This one is just the highlighter powder in Opal Glow, and then this one is the highlighter powder in Pink Glow. Opal Glow, let me swatch because I want to see. I don't think I'm going to keep both of these. I think out of the two of those I'm more likely to keep the Opal Glow because it's more interesting, where this is just kind of like a sheen and it's slightly dark as well. So I think I can do without you. I'll keep you. Okay, I want to do Wet n Wild next. So I've got this Hello Halo blush lighter in Highlight Bling. So it's like a really shimmery blush and a really shimmery highlighter together. And I've also got Blossom Glow, which is one of the Mega Glow highlighters. And I love that. This one I'm definitely keeping. I use this all the time. This one, like, it's lovely. It's really nice. Never ever pick it up. I think I've probably used it like 4 times since I bought it. I think I'm going to get rid of it. I think we'll get rid of that one and we'll keep that one. Okay, let's go with my friends here. What do you think? Do you think I should keep them? I'm gonna keep them. Let's not lie here. I'm never getting rid of these. I will never get rid of these. So I've got my Friday the 13th highlighter from Glamlight. It's like waves like the water at Crystal Lake. Has a blue kind of sheen to it. And then we've got my Gorgeous Ghostface highlighter duo. You've got a more kind of white sparkle and then a more champagne one down here, and I try to only use the corner. In case you can't see that, I only use the corner so I don't ruin the picture because these are my friends. Jason and Ghostface are my friends, and so is Tricky, and so is Freddy, and Michael Myers will be too if Glamlight make a collection, because I think that is probably going to happen in the future. I don't actually know that, that's just me speculating, but I just have this funny feeling in my loins that that's what's going to happen. Next, Kaleidos. I'm keeping all these. This highlighter section is not going well. I thought this was going to be way more hardcore, but nope, I love my highlights too much. We have got Space Age Prophecy, which is my first one from them. We've got Ray Rider, we have got Star Surfer, and we have got Skywalker. Skywalker is a blue toned. This one has a slight pink sheen. This was more of your classic champagne, and this one is a multi-chrome that goes from orange, kind of, what is it, orange, red and green, and they're the most beautiful highlighters in the world, honestly. They're so stunning, beautiful, and I kind of want more, but I'm not going to get any more because I have 42 highlighters, just pressed highlighter. Now, lastly for this section, and lastly for this video, actually, now that I think about it, this was actually a quicker decluttered than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, because I'm going to film, I've already filmed my other declutter of the day, and I'm going to film a look after I do this, and I thought it was going to be longer doing this. Anyway, we have got MAC, and I have a lot of them, as you can tell. So one I know is going is Nico Panda. I have tried to keep you, and I've tried to think to use you, and you are just adorable. I will never take that away from you, but I just don't want to use you, and I don't know why, and I just think someone else will enjoy this more. Packaging is too bulky as well. It's taking up too much space. I need it to go. I just never use it. Okay, so one that will never leave my collection. This is the Star Trek collection. This one is Luna Luster. I will forever keep this because this is one of my dad's favorite TV shows ever, and he passed away years ago, but yeah, this is my little connection to him as well as makeup, so it's our little connector together, so I will be keeping him. One I will get rid of is this one. This is Faintly Fabulous. It's the mineralized. These were like the pinwheels is what I call them, because it looks like a pinwheel, and this is the lightest one, and it's fine. The only one I can really use is this one, but no, gotta go. Okay, so what else am I gonna keep? I want to keep this one. I don't know what collection this was from. Oh, this was a Lunar New Year collection. This is Lunar Lights. It's an extra dimension one. Gorgeous champagne gold. It's actually stunning on the cheeks. It's so beautiful. I've got Lightscapade, which is actually more recent in my collection because I've always like wanted it and never got it, but it's like, it doesn't look like really much until it's on, and you just have this gorgeous opal glow on the cheeks, and I think it's lovely. I think it's so beautiful. Many times have I said beautiful in this video because I've said it a lot. I've already noticed that myself. These are the same, both the double gleam. So this one arrived broken. You see what I mean when I say it's baked? It's not in a pan, it's baked onto something. This is what I mean. And it was like that since I got it. I ordered it online and I just couldn't be bothered to return it because it works fine. This is other double gleam. This is from a Christmas collection. It's the same one as that bronzy one that I showed you earlier. Same collection. I want to keep it. I want to use this one. I don't want to use this one, but I want to keep this one, so I'm gonna keep both. Don't judge me. Forget that other one is there. We've got Gorgeous Show Gold right here, which is like that gold to pink shift, kind of matches that eyeshadow I done in a recent declutter as well. The one from MAC. Can't remember what it's called, but I will be keeping this. This one here is like a softer version of, or more sparkly version of, the one from Jeffree Star, but not as sparkly as Diamond Bomb. It's kind of in between, and I love that. Now this one I think I'm going to get rid of. Just not, this is the same texture as all of these, and it's not as shiny or sparkly. It just gives you this hue of purple, and I just don't use it. I never pick it up. It's very rare that I actually use this, so I think I'm going to get rid of that one. And I think I'm done. I'm going to tally everything up, and then I will tell you how we got on. Okay, so this is the powder ones that I'm keeping. I just popped the back up here. So in total for our powder pressed highlighters, we had 43. We got rid of 33. Or no, we're keeping 33, and we got rid of 10. Not that many, but I do love my highlighters. I love a good highlighter, as you can see. In total for this whole drawer, whole video, that's including the bronzers and everything, we had 99 products. We got rid of 27, which leaves us to 72. And I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I think all the stuff I don't use anymore is gone, and I'm very happy to organize. So I'm going to organize it, and then we will go back to It's Now Future Carla, because I haven't filmed the intro and outro for this video yet. And you will get to go through the outro with me, so I'll see you there. Alrighty guys, so that is our drawers. That is our drawer for our bronzers and highlighters and contours and all that jazz. I'm so happy with how it all fits now. I think I'm much more likely to use things. Even today I use something that I haven't used in a while, something that I love but I haven't actually used in a while, because it was kind of just embedded in the drawer and I just couldn't see it, so I never was triggered to actually use it. So it's so nice doing these declutters and seeing like what I haven't used in ages, something that I loved before, and reusing it and rediscovering all these products again, and also getting rid of the stuff I'm not using so someone else can use it. My mom has already absolutely raided my decluttered stuff, so she's gone wild. But yeah, it's just nice to see kind of what you have and things you're actually going to use, and then if you want to add more to it of things you actually will use, you can, and I have space for it now as well. Not that I'm actually planning on buying anything, but you know, it's there. So I want to know down in the comments below, what kind of highlighters and bronzers do you have that you need to declutter? There you go. Things you have that you don't really use, you don't really like anymore, your preferences have changed, maybe you just don't like the formula, it's just a disappointing product. Let me know down below what you would declutter. If you did like this video, give me a big thumbs up down below. It's the quickest, simplest and easiest way to give me a little bit of support. Get me around to more people, and also let me know that you like the video, and I will continue to do many more. And don't forget to subscribe down below to see many more videos coming. We've got more declutters. I've already filmed my blush declutter. And then we're moving on to single shadows and face palettes and then actual palettes. That's going to be a long one. I'm going to do it all in one video. It is going to be a long video, let me tell you. It's probably going to take me a whole day to film that, so hit subscribe to see that. And as I said in the beginning, my Instagram is linked down below, where I post all my up close eye pictures and full face pictures of all of my looks. And my TikTok is down there for some extra content, so go give both of those a little follow for me. And yeah, that is it. That is our highlighter, bronzer and contour declutter. I'm so happy. I'm in such a declutter mood right now. It's the beginning of the year. Well, we're getting into the year. But you know, when you have like a new year, fresh start and all that, and you do your spring clean, you clean everything out. That's the kind of mood I'm in right now, and that's what I'm doing with my makeup. So that is all. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.